Today we are starting with BSc third year botany. The first unit is cell biology. Cell biology is a branch of biology which deals cell structure and functions. So, cell biology is a branch of science which deals with structure of cell and functions of cell. Functions of the cell. That is cell biology. This cell biology mainly we are discussing about cell structure, internal cell organelles, and what their functions of cell organelles. These are the information we are discussing. That is cell biology. First, we need to take up some important things about cell. First, cell discovered by Robert Hooke. Robert Hooke scientist discovered the cells in dead cells, mainly dead cells. Robert Hooke scientist discovered the cells in dead tissue. Next, later Leeuwenhoek he discovered cell in living cell. He is discovered in living cell. Robert Hooke, he is observed in dead cell. Discovery of the cell in dead tissue and living tissue he is observed. Antonio and Leeuwenhoek observed that is the living cell. The term nucleus given by or discovered by Robert Brown. Discovered the nucleus in cell. Next, cell theory was proposed by two scientists. The cell theory is proposed by two scientists. One is Schleiden and Schwann. These two scientists, they are proposed cell theory. Next, modern cell theory which is proposed by Rudolf Virchow. Modern cell theory proposed by Rudolf Virchow. These are the basic idea about cell discoveries. So, cell biology deals with cell structure and functions, and cell discovered by Robert Hooke in dead cells. Antonio and Leeuwenhoek discovered the living cell in living tissue. Nucleus term and nucleus given by or nucleus discovered by Robert Brown. Cell theory proposed by Schleiden and Schwann. Modern cell theory proposed by Rudolf Virchow. Next, we need to take up cell structure. So, we need to take plant cell. Plant cell is a mainly eukaryotic cell which have prominent nucleus along with nuclear membrane. So, mainly hexagonal shape. This is plasma membrane is commonly plasma membrane. Plasma membrane which is commonly in both animal cell as well as plant cell. Next, plasma membrane followed by, that is, cell wall. This is cell wall. This is cell wall. So the second layer, which is cell wall, which is mainly made up of cellulose and hemicellulose. Which is cell wall to provide rigidity to cell. So first pink color one, plasma membrane, and then cell wall. Cell wall is a main outer layer which is only present in the plant cell, does not present in animal cell. It is which is the main difference between the plant and animal cell is cell wall. Cell wall is only present in the plant cell, absence in animal cell. Next, inside of the plasma membrane we are observed liquid like portion, that is cytoplasm, which is cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is a site for so many enzymatic reactions are taking place, which contain many enzymes to perform various physiological functions. Next, inside of the cytoplasm, big size vacuole is present, which is vacuole. This vacuole mainly contain water as well as minerals. It contains water and minerals. Water and minerals are mainly present in this vacuole. It is also called as sap. It is also called as, sap. Inside the water, the fluid. What are the water and minerals? What are the things which are present in the vacuole? That liquid is called sap. So that's why it is sap vacuole. It is mainly sap vacuole. This sap vacuole in plant body we are treated as, it is also called as spirosome. Nothing but So this is vacuole. Next, vacuole occupies large portion in plant cell. That's why the nucleus moves to its side. So this is the nucleus, which have double membrane. So this is the nucleus, which is have double envelope or double membrane. Inside of the nucleus, which is contain nucleoplasm. So this is nucleoplasm. Next, which contain also nucleolus. Nucleus contain nucleolus and nucleoplasm. Next, thread-like structures we are observed. That the thread-like structures we are observed, that is chromatin. These totally about nucleus. Contain nucleus it's at the side. Why? Because vacuole occupies large portion, that's why that nucleus moves to its side. So nucleus contain double membrane and nucleolus as well as nucleoplasm is a jelly like substance, and chromatin, that is a chromatin fibers we are observed. Next, endoplasmic reticulum here observed, that is a endoplasmic reticulum nearly attached to the nucleus. This is the endoplasmic reticulum. Which endoplasmic reticulum contain ribosomes on the surface, which is ribosomes. So this is rough endoplasmic reticulum, which is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. Why? Because on the endoplasmic reticulum which contain ribosomes on the surface, so that is rough endoplasmic reticulum. Next, on the surface smooth endoplasmic reticulum. This is smooth endoplasmic reticulum which is do not have any ribosomes on the surface, which is smooth, that's why it is a smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Next, mitochondria also present. Sorry, before that Golgi complex. Before that Golgi complex we are observed. So which is Golgi body or Golgi complex. In plant body, this Golgi body also called as dictyosomes. Dictyosome, also called as dictyosome. Golgi body which is present in both animal cell and plant cell. So which is in plant cell we are also treated as dictyosome. Next, mitochondria also present. Which is mitochondria also present, which is responsible for respiration of the cell. So mitochondria also present. Next, lysosomes also present in the which is lysosomes. Lysosomes also present in the cell. These lysosomes are generally we are treated as spirosomes, also called as spirosomes. It is also called as spirosomes. Next, some microbodies also present in the these particular cell, that is microbodies. Which is microbodies. These microbodies are mainly made up of three things: spirosomes, glyoxysome, peroxisomes. So microbodies are mainly made up of spirosomes, next glyoxysomes, next spirosomes, glyoxysomes and peroxisomes. Peroxisomes. These three which is mainly present in the microbodies. Microbodies mainly present in the cell. These microbodies are mainly made up of spirosomes, glyoxysomes as well as peroxisomes. Actually cytoskeleton is some few cytoplasm, what is it? Few cytoskeleton is present, which is cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton, only few is present, only few. Cytoskeleton, only few is present. And along with the main important organelle we are drawing here, that is plastids, mainly plastids. Mainly double membrane structure which have chlorophyll inside. which is plastid, or also known as that is a chloroplast, mainly chloroplast. In plant plastids, where three types is there: chloroplast, for responsible for green color, and leucoplast, which is white color, and one more thing, that is chromoplast, which are provide different types of colors. So this is chloroplast, which have inside, we are observed, thylakoids or granum or chlorophyll, which is present inside. That is chloroplast, which is responsible for photosynthesis. So in chloroplast, what we are observed, double membrane structure. These are the structures which are called granum, which is granums contain inside chlorophylls. Granum contain chlorophyll inside, which is perform photosynthesis. This is the cell structure of eukaryotic cell, that is plant cell. So mainly plasma membrane surrounded by cell wall, inside the cytoplasm, and vacuole occupies large portion, and nucleus it moves to peripheral region, and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, rough endoplasmic reticulum, both are connected to nucleus, and Golgi body is present. They are also called as dictyosomes. Next, microbodies, they are present. This microbodies also made up of spirosomes and glyoxysomes and peroxisomes, and plastid, which is chloroplast, is present, responsible for photosynthesis, and lysosomes are present, and mitochondria, which is release energy, break down the food, and few cytoskeleton systems are present. This is the structure of cell.